I know that you are here.
Hi,
Where are
Amy.
you?
Can you hear me? I don't.
I can hear you beautifully. I'm sorry. I am usually in my session room at home. I am in California in an Airbnb, and so I had to just go reset something. So I didn't mean to leave you on red for
No
a
worries.
second.
I was like, this was honestly not gonna lie, this was last minute. I
What?
just found out that I was having this reading with you literally on
Oh,
the couch last night because this was a gift
it's,
from one of my very good friends. Sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional. It's
it's
just
okay.
like
Be emotional. I love
so
it. Keep going.
surreal. It's so surreal. So I'm so sorry. I'm like embarrassed.
I never know. Don't be
Up
embarrassed.
into your lives all the time, and like it's like
Shut
so
up.
surreal that you're actually like in front of me right now, like so anyways.
I love you. Are you ready?
I think so. I'm just like, oh, I've been trying to be calm all day because I'm like, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm just like, okay, be calm. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, oh, okay, I'm
Yes.
ready.
Yeah. It's okay. I think that you are fabulous. Do not worry about it. Sometimes I have people that get up and they scream and they have to walk
Oh no,
away.
I'm trying not to jump out of my chair right now, like not trying to be
Okay.
dramatic, but oh,
No,
I
no,
have
it's
a
true.
mindful moment candle going right now. So like I've been trying to
Matching.
we're matching twins. It's hard to see, but
Yes. Oh, I can see it. You are good. Well, I love you and thank you for all the support and thank you for being here. So how did you react yesterday when you found out?
so I was like in shock because
Oh
I have booked a session with you for next year, for next
my
September
God.
on. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. It's worth the wait for sure. Like I'm at it
Yes.
all. And so all of a sudden my friend was like, did you get the email? And I was like, what do you mean? What email? And long story short, he inputted my email wrong, so I never got the invites or anything. And so, long story
Oh,
short, I was like, oh my God, you're telling me I have a 1 hour session with Amy. And I was like freaking out, like, trying not to freaking pass out. I'm not gonna lie.
yes. Yes.
Like, what? So I like called my mom. I told my mom because she's super into
Oh,
medium stuff, and she was like, okay,
yes.
because she's like trying to get into that as well. She's very new with it as well. So I like
Yeah.
immediately told her. I like told my sister.
Uh,
I was like
and
excited.
oh, I'm so excited. Well, thank you for being so excited about being here. That is it's really, really cool. And thank you for like loving this as much as I
I
do.
can't believe I literally can't believe
Oh,
I feel like I'm just like so used to just the live stream and you have so many people on the live stream
yeah,
and I'm just like
yeah.
this is one of them right now. I'm sorry. I'm just
This
like
is
going
it. Well, anytime you need to just, it's okay. I have some people like I will go through and I'm talking to them and asking questions to confirm it, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I can say something back to you," and I'm like, "Yes."
that's how I feel right now. I'm just like, okay, Jordan, calm down. Calm down. I don't want to get
Breathe.
anything.
Breathe. Okay. Can I also tell you some cool stuff real quick? Okay. So that why all of this is meant to be and why all of this is not weird, but it's cool. Okay. So there's also a cool thing that's happening on my end with your
Oh,
appointment.
okay. Oh my God.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me tell you why. All right, so we're in California right now, and it's because my husband's family, his mother, that's like his
Yeah.
grandmother, that was like his mom,
Mm.
is dying. Okay, yes.
Oh.
Well, it's okay. Well, no, so she's dying right now, and so this is her last holiday. Like she's on hospice, like that's it. And so we're here with her through this holiday season, and I don't know if we're gonna make it all the way through. Let's just say we're at that,
I
and we were
completely
having
understand. Yeah.
but are you ready for this? So my husband was actually the one that confirmed your appointment today.
Yes, I found that out like 30 minutes before the appointment because I was like, Chris, that sounds familiar. I watch your stuff all the time. I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? And then I'm like, holy, that's her husband. I was like, oh
Yes,
my God,
yes.
I interrupt you. I have ADHD. I'm like all over the
I
place.
I know already. Okay, so here's the weird part. So he when he does it every so often when my assistant can't do it, which was right now because she was taking her daughter to a doctor's appointment.
Uh-huh.
He called me because he's over at his grandmother's house right now, being with her in her hospice care while I'm over here doing this. And he goes, Amy, he says, this is so weird. And I go, why? Tell me. And I don't know anything about my appointments beforehand, but this he told me. He goes, you're about to channel somebody named Jordan, which is his sister's name. And he goes, and she's wanting to connect with somebody named Oma, which is what his grandmother is named. And supposedly she was a refugee from Germany and came over, and that's what his grandmother is. And she died of pancreatic cancer, which is what she's dying of.
Wait, to a T?
To a T. To a T. And my husband doesn't say anything ever. He doesn't really see him. And he was like, that's a little weird. I was like, yeah, that is a little weird.
That makes so much sense because he was emailing me this morning and I was like, I had to do a double take because I'm like, you also like call your grandma Oma because like her name is Ursula. Like, so that's her name. But like, I'm like, of course I called her Oma. Everybody else called her Oma, like all my friends, everybody. And when I read that email, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's such a strange coincidence. Like I've never related so much to somebody, like even just in an email format. So I was just like, it kind of felt almost like, okay, I hope I get something today because like I am this that like I am too like rambunctious or like too energetic that she won't want to say anything. And so I've been like trying to meditate all day, try to like channel her, talk to her, because I also telephone with the afterlife with you as a webinar. I did one of them a couple months ago, I think it was something, and I'm trying to really hone into what you had taught back then.
Yes.
So I'm just like really hoping that it's all good stuff today. Or
it will be.
Come through. I'm so grateful just for this opportunity, just to be one
of
you.
I'm grateful to be talking with you. And so I just want to let you know, remember, there are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And for the fact that made my husband slightly freak out was really, really cool. So I just want to tell you that story.
Because like it did not click to me that was your husband. Because I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, why doesn't it so familiar? And I've never related to anybody. And so, he was sharing, she also came over during World War II, which is similar with my Oma and Island and everything. And I'm just like, I just started researching my family history a couple weeks ago. I found Ellis Island records with their name on it. So I'm just like, it feels too, like you said, there's no coincidence. It feels like it was meant to happen. So I'm
absolutely. Well, let's get into it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So stay with me. You already know how I do this. I do have to give you a slight little spiel. That way, actually, whenever I say my little spiel, it sets my tone. It's like it's a pattern that I get into. So actually, let me just be quiet for like 10 seconds. I'm gonna put on my spirit box as well. Spirit Stallion Cimarron.
I also love your new ghost adventure stuff, like the ghost hunting, the cemeteries. I'm like,
yes,
I get it. I love it. Like, I'm like, okay, girl, I see you going to all these cemeteries. I just wanted to say really briefly. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, and if you ever come to Texas, or if I ever have time here when we're out doing that, I mean, have at it. I
have the necrometer mat, like the necrometer map. Like, I'm just like, I am trying my best to like.
Well, I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Okay, and like you're like what? You're what? 20, 24? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 25. I'll be 26.
You just turned 25. Yeah. Okay, so you're getting into 26 coming up.
Yes, in February is my birthday. But everything's happening. It's all very weird.
At the very end of my last session, I was channeling her father, but there was a woman that showed up and she literally showed me. She kept saying her birthday is in February. And I looked at my client. I go, you're a Leo though. And she goes, yes. And I go, whose birthday is in February? And she goes, yeah. And she goes, no, nobody. That was you. So they were already here during my last session to talk about you.
She is a Leo. That's
my God.
I'm not even joking. Her birthday is July 29th. And
that's the opposite.
She was very much a Leo, very outgoing, was not afraid to say what was on her mind, very fierce. So,
we go. There we go. We got our first thing. So there are no coincidences. There's a reason why that was brought up. There was a reason why that just fell out of my face, because that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. And so there's the beginning. So I'm going to turn on my spirit box because, we got to use it. At the same time, we will see she is in heaven. She's in a higher vibrational state because you can feel there was also talks of I don't think that's a thing. Hold on. I don't know why. Y'all never had. Hmm. Did Scruffy? What are you talking about? Somebody keeps trying to bring up a dog. Yeah. Uh-huh.
She left behind a very scruffy dog. Okay, I'm trying not to cry.
Yeah, somebody keeps talking about a scruffy dog. It's scruffy over and over
Her
again.
name is Zara, and the reason that she adopted Zara was because she loved her scruffy. She's like a Russell Terrier type of dog.
Yes!
Oh my God, I'm just trying not to freak out. I'm trying to stay
She
calm.
left her behind.
And my mom now has her, and oh my God, she loved Zara, and she was asking for Zara before she passed away. She was asking where she was, and Zara was asleep underneath her hospital bed where she was, or her hospice home bed. Oh my gosh, I'm trying not to.
Okay, so she hangs out with her, so she knows about her. Yeah, she goes, "Oh my God, my scruffy dog," and I go, "Is your scruffy dog dead or alive?" And then that's when you freak out. I was like, "I don't know," but she keeps showing me a coat that's, you know,
she used to make her hair like a mohawk, like
uh-huh.
her hair's wiry, so it sticks up.
Oh, it is. Okay, yep. So that is why. And she keeps saying, I love, I know. So what? Where? Oh my God. Does your mother still lives in the same, like she hasn't moved though, correct? Like your mother still lives in the same home? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. She goes like this. She goes, oh, I go to my daughter's house or I go to her mother's house. And I said, well, what do you mean? Uh-huh.
So it's
Really?
to process. Yeah, just because my mom is still very much struggling
Yeah.
with the loss, because we were a very close family. Like we lived a mile apart from each other. So
My God.
like my Oma was basically like my second mom. She raised me and my sister. So
That's my husband's family. We had to get this Airbnb. We're on the base of the hill in Temecula. His grandparents live a mile up at the top of the hill. We are a mile away.
Yeah, we were at a rented place too when everything happened up in Chico, because I'm up in like near Sacramento area.
You're up there.
Yeah, so they sold the house and all this other stuff. I don't know if she'll come through to tell you. But yeah, then they ended up in the Bay Area and then back up to Chico, which is like a little mountain town kind of up in the mountains-ish area.
Oh my God, how cute. Well, let's see. Hold on. And who is that? Hold on.
Oh,
Son. Okay, so does she have a son as well?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. She goes, and my son. I said, what about him? And he's not up in Chico. He's like down south more or down like someplace else. Where's he at?
He's in a totally different state. He's in New Hampshire. They live in.
Oh, he's way that. Ah, no wonder. Okay, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, he could be by the coast." And I go, "Well, where is this at?" And she says, "Not Northern California." So I'm like, "Okay, I don't know where this is. It's way over on the other side." And she's just like trying to say hi to him. Hang on. And you do talk to him ever so often though. Like we don't hate him or anything. We
talk every once in a while. He comes out to visit every once in a while too with my
yeah.
mom. So I'll go hang out with him and everything's fine there. Nothing. I'm not super close with him, but love hanging out with him whenever he does, come here.
That's okay. Yeah, I always like to check for family health. So she essentially says, "Oh yeah, no," she talks to him. "Hi, how are you? Happy birthday," like all that jazz. And I go, "Okay, so we're cordial." And so she says, like, continue to do this. There is this feeling of, hang on, why? Oh, what about her?
Giving you the tea.
Yeah, well, she's about to give me the tea. Well, she's trying to talk about I there's nothing that needs to be alarmed or anything like that. She's going more into like the uncle, but maybe this coming up year, we may get some information, some news on like a chronic illness that he's going to go through, or he's going to go through some like little hospitalization stint. I don't think he's going to have cancer or anything like that, but like there's something weird because she keeps talking about him needing to continue to move around, needing to continue to walk, needing to continue to move. I mean, all this different things. I would not even be surprised if maybe he has like a little blip with his heart or something, just really quick. And it's just something to just watch. Nobody's going to die, but that may end up happening in the fall, because it feels like it's when like the weather is changing and it doesn't feel like spring and it doesn't feel hot like summer. So I'm going to say it goes in the fall, but it doesn't say winter. So I would just say watch and listen, and just say tell him to watch out. Why, if you can, hold on. What about her? Did you used to draw, or did you color?
We used to color a lot, me and my sister at Oma's house.
Oh,
We had all these coloring books, and
yeah.
and she had this tin of like coloring, like color pencils, crayons, like a little tin where we would go after school, grab it, and start coloring, or we would do stuff on the chalk outside of her house that she had. So we would draw chalk.
Because you're doing that. Okay, yeah, she just went and she got my pen and then she changed it into like a colored pencil. And then she talks about filling in all the space. And I go, oh, I said, what is this? And so she like sees you, she remembers this. And why? Hang on. She always made sure that you were fed.
Yes.
Let me tell you that. Yes. She goes, I made her eat. I said, good, good. And she says, and eat more. I said, good. And she says, and it comes from why? Hold on. But she used everything she had. She's saying, I said, were you excessive or like what? She goes, no. She says, we used the proper amount we were supposed to. And she says, I didn't really throw a ton of stuff away. Essentially, there's this feeling of like, I learned how to, do this properly. What? Tell me about her. My Anne. Hold on. Anne what? What is Anne about?
Anne would be so my grandpa, he had a brother that passed away, my uncle Tom, and he was married to
Oh,
a woman named Anne who's still alive, but I don't really speak with her that often because I was very young when it happened. So I was like 2 years old, I think, when everything happened. So I see her, like I saw her at the celebration of life, but that was the first time I've seen her in like years. So
really? And so this is, she said it was a grandfather's. What was the relationship one more
yes,
time?
that was my technically I guess that would be her sister-in-law, Anne, my aunt Anne. Um
Okay, okay.
yeah, because
Yeah.
even though we don't really speak because we never were really that close because I was very young, but of course when I do see her we acknowledge each other and say hi and catch up. So
That's okay.
oh my
That's
God.
okay. She could be talking a couple of things about that, and we'll have to go dive deeper into that. So it could be that there may be something about to come up with Anne, and maybe
Okay.
something about to happen with Anne. Not
Okay.
always bad, but it's just to let you know. Or it could also be that her husband is trying to come through, and your grandmother is bringing that forward to try to say, hey, he's here and we have him.
Yes, because they
Okay.
planted a tree in my Uncle Tom's memory at their old
Oh
house.
my God. Wait, wait, wait. Is that tree gone? Do you know if that tree's gone?
No, I
Okay.
don't know. I actually have to ask my mom because she still lives close by the original house where they sold it. I'm pretty sure the tree
It's
is still.
my spirit box just says fallen tree. That's
Oh
why.
my gosh. Okay, I need to double check with my mom afterwards because she knows the people who bought the house.
Yeah, okay. Now the other thing, okay, I'm just gonna let you know, it could be two things here. One, it could be something is about to happen to the tree and they're gonna take it down. Two, it could be that the tree has fallen. Number three, this is a weird thing, is that my last client, her dad died because he fell out of a tree.
Oh my gosh. So he just told me like I'm not done.
Yes, yes, that could be because remember it's a spirit box, right? It's not my
Right.
brain, and so it's different. So I would say go and check on that and verify, or just watch it. It could be that they take it down this year, and you just let me know. Okay.
Now that I think about it, it was more like a stump than it was like a tree.
It was a stump. Wait, okay, tell me about that.
Because like now that I remember it, because the house that they had was like it was amazing. They had fruit orchards in the front of the house,
Oh my God.
everywhere, like peaches, plums, anything you could think of. And
Yes.
they had planted it right next to like a pear tree, if I'm not mistaken. And when I remember looking at it, and I don't think it was a very tall tree. I, and now that I'm thinking about it, I really feel like it was more of a stump. I don't know if it did fall, but it wasn't a huge, like, big oak tree or something like that. It was very small.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, figure it out and let me know. I could say that's probably all going together. And
Oh,
so hold on. Come here. That's funny how they talk about that. What? Tell me. Oh. Did we have I wonder if this goes with you. Was there a Jen or a Jennifer associated with you two? It said it
That's
on.
my mom. That's my mom's name. I'm not joking. That's literally my mom's name is Jennifer, but my mom goes by Jenny and Oma. Well, Ursula, she was the only one that would be like Jennifer, Jennifer. She would be the only one that would call her by the full name. I'm trying.
Seems I can find that. I'm gonna cry. I don't mean to. That's just a little shocking even
No,
for
I'm
me.
sorry. I mistakenly put on freaking mascara. So
No, exactly. Hold on. I'm going over here to my text log. So what are we on? We're on Tuesday, right?
Mhm.
Where's it at? Hang on. Hold on. I had, there's Anna. There it is. There's Anna. Hang on. Where's it at? On. No, that came in my brain. That just came in my brain. I was seeing if that was a memory or if she put the name in my brain, and it was just she put the name in my brain. Yeah, so I was seeing if it came over my spirit box earlier. I have that going on all day before sessions while I'm doing my hair, while I'm everything
Yeah.
to get stuff. But no, that so she's calling out to your mom.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. If that's not the best thing, I don't know. That's
I
it.
can't believe that. I literally have the chills. Like, oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, let's see what she wants to say about Mrs. Jennifer. Hang on, tell me. Oh, why? She's your grandmother, Miss Oma. She's so the way her energy feels now is like that to me. It's in a really good way. She
Like a baby.
yes. Yeah. She's just there's this whole that's what she keeps doing. And she says, can you please just tell my daughter that I'm there? Can you just let her know?
Oh my gosh. That sounds just like Oma. Oh my gosh. Because
Yeah.
she always kind of, and I'm gonna hopefully, if I get a recording, I'm gonna
You're
give
okay.
it to my
Oh, you're
mom.
gonna get the recording?
Okay.
Yeah.
But my mom's a bit of a, she could be very dramatic at times in a good way,
Hmm.
mom, when you watch the
Hmm.
video. But so that sounds just like her, like, oh, Jennifer, I'm with you, don't worry. Like,
That's
very much
it's
like
that.
that, like, because my mom had, like I said before, has been very much struggling with the grief process. And so I'm so relieved to know that she's there with her.
Yes. Well, she called her freaking name out of my brain. She pulled that out of my head to talk to her. So let's see what has mom been doing. I'm going to see if she can tell me. Hang on. Is she? Is mom like? Why doesn't she make Thanksgiving easy this year? Why
That,
doesn't she do that?
oh my God.
She,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
all she keeps saying.
Oh, okay, so we literally just made last minute Thanksgiving plans last night, and my mom was going to do like this like pre-made stuff because she didn't want to cook. But I'm with my current partner, his name is Jesse, and
Hmm.
he wants to cook, like he loves to cook. And so we're like, hey,
Yeah.
what if we come up and we bring stuff and we just cook so you don't have to do it yourself? And my mom literally sent me a screenshot of her getting all the stuff today, like before our phone call. And she was like, I didn't want to cook, but now I'm going to.
Oh.
I'm not
She,
making, I'm not
she
making.
goes like this. She says, Jennifer, why don't you just make it easy? Why did you do that? That's all. And I go, what are you talking about? And she says, just has to have it her particular way, but it's fine. And then she has you saying, well, I don't, I like food, but I don't really know what I'm doing a whole lot, but I'll put it together and I'll just make this, just like this little bit right here. And so they're talking about you, entering this in, but so know that she knows, know that she's going to be there for Thanksgiving, the whole 9 yards. And what? Hang on. Is she? Is your husband? I'm going to call him husband right now.
Oh,
Sorry. Is he going to make the turkey?
no, so he cuts the turkey. He always, like, we have this
He's.
Balesky knife. It's like a
Mhm.
thing. He always does.
Oh,
And he always,
that's.
so
Is she goes like this. She says, "Let him do the turkey." And I'm like, okay, so maybe he's cooking it. I didn't see that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say he's gonna stand up and do this. And why? Hang on.
She's
Is
like,
it has are we going on like for like 2 years? Have y'all been dating or like we moving
yeah,
into like
yeah.
oh, okay.
It'll
She
be 2 years in December, and she never got to meet him, and that
well,
was
she does.
sorry if I get emotional.
No, it's okay. People cry the entire time. I'll cry with you. I almost cried a second ago. Except I just find this, I love it. It's fascinating. It's amazing to me. It's so cool. And she goes, oh, and they're doing well. It's been almost 2 years. It's going well. That's how her energy feels in my head. And why, hang on, is she? What? So the person you're with, he is a romantic?
Yes,
Okay. She goes, say yes, baby. Say yes. And then I go, what are you talking about? And then she says, oh, well, when that happens, he'll go the extra mile. And he's talking about you going, oh my God. Oh,
he's working in the other side of the house, but we've been talking about that recently.
shut up.
I'm
Shut
not
up.
I'm not joking.
Seriously.
I'm not joking, and I'm not because like I joke like, oh, I'm not expecting anything like right now, and
Shut up.
I'm not joking. I feel like
Yeah,
because like the
I
one
know.
thing that I really wish is that she could be here, obviously in person, to meet him. Because one of the last things that I remember like vividly, coherently talking with her before she got too sick was I
Mhm.
started talking to somebody. I met somebody, and she immediately started crying. She didn't say anything. She was just like
It was
immediately
an asshole though, right?
crying. No, 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 no. This is the one that I met
Mm.
that I'm dating with now.
Mm, mm.
Um, um, and he like she never met him, and the last thing she's like, I hope I get to meet him. And then everything happened so quickly.
Well,
So
she met him. She met him. So who was the person that was like overtaking? I don't know if overtaking, but taking your love for granted and then kept like shoving, like you making excuses for his behavior over and over again.
that was probably my previous that was probably my I haven't really had many relationships, but more of like
Yeah.
flings, I guess if you would say,
Yeah.
like partnerships that way. But I was with technically speaking and like basically in a relationship with a man for 3 years, and
My God.
nothing ever happened. I was talking, nothing ever happened. He was not the kindest, and I guess I would make
That's the asshole.
yeah, yeah. And then I don't know, she's also talking about Anthony, which was I guess my first boyfriend, and he wasn't
Hmm.
the nicest either. So I think that might align more with it because she never met the other guy. So I think it's this. I think it's Anthony. Actually, she did not. She did not.
And you dated him when you were like what, a teenager? Like 16,
I was.
17,
Yeah.
18?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're right around there. Yeah, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, she was a teenager, but it was later on in your teenage years." And
I
I
was
go,
18.
"Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense." Okay. So she doesn't want to have anything to do with him. So she likes this person you're with. And why? Hang on. Hold on. She's good at using my brain. Give me a second. Where? So I'm just gonna walk you through because you're learning how to do this too. So right now, what I'm doing is as soon as I stop talking, you see me like looking up. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just kind of like looking past and
Yes.
I'm feeling into my head and I'm seeing if I get any like feelings. Hang on. But like I recognize the pattern to which is your great with which is your Oma. I know what she feels like. So I'm only recognizing in that feeling, if that makes any sense at all. Hold on. Just kind of like if you're in a group of people, you can pay attention to I'm going to call him your fiance, whereas everybody else is in there because you know what he feels like. Hang on. Where? What? Have you ever considered either getting a corgi or a wiener dog?
I have always wanted a corgi, actually.
Corgi.
I have literally always wanted a corgi because our next door neighbor, which was Oma's next door neighbor, they had a corgi growing up named Fiona, and she would come over all the time. The next door neighbor was,
Corgi.
yeah, and her name was Fiona, and she would come play with me and my sister outside. So, yeah, I have always loved corgis because she was so cute. I think they're so cute.
She goes like this. She says, "Oh, and tell her." I said, "What?" And she flashes me this with the ears, the long body, the little bunny butt, and everything like that. And she goes, "She'll have one of these later, probably two." And I go, "Oh," and she says, "And they will be great." And I go, "Good." And so I would even say that that dog, Fiona, is probably dead, and with your Oma as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you have Fiona coming in, and what? Tell me. Hang on. Where? What happened? Oh, what are you doing with that? She's doing like this. So she's wanting to talk about, I think, rings in general, which is fine, or something dealing with jewelry. So hold on. Come here. What? Ruby. What does a ruby have to do with anything? Hang on. Let me look. When is that? Ruby. Hold on. Birthstone. Oh, this.
I think isn't that for July?
Yeah, that's July. What is that?
That's her birthday month. Is
Oh
July.
yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so she's the freaking. So she's the Leo Ruby. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, yeah. She flashed me a ruby and she put it in a ring, and I'm
Oh,
like, what do you mean by that?
she had always, I don't know. This might sound like a weird question. I don't even know if I can ask it,
No,
but
no, you can.
you channel, can you see what she looks like? If that sounds kind of weird to say.
No, no, no. If she shows herself, so when they come through, I just want to let you know when she shows up. So they don't ever normally show themselves in like full on
Right.
body apparition. They're making you feel the like right now. She's showing kind of like if you were to look at me and you were only to see this
Got it.
of me,
Okay.
and it's black everywhere else. And then earlier, it's like if you were to put black everywhere, and then hands were just to come out like that. Like that. And then when you ask them, or like let's say I'm asking her where she had gotten sick or what area, she would have pulled out and showed me an organ.
What?
Like, yeah, that's what they do. They would show me a body, like a generic body, and then they would cut it open in my brain, open it up without all the blood and stuff like that, and they would hold up. And so I'd say, "Oh, is it a heart? Oh, is it a liver? Oh, is it that?" And it gets intense.
Oh my gosh, because I always just want to know if she appears sick, like from what she looked like when she passed away, or if she's, I don't know if this sounds so silly to ask, but if she's like, okay.
Okay, so by the way her hands look from just her showing it to me, her hands are thicker, not fat by any means. She has wrinkling on her knuckles and hands, which is clearly done with age, right? But they're not gaunt and they're not skinny and they're not gray. They are full on. And then when she shows me her face, I would have to say she's probably 65-ish, 60 in my brain. And she's
Very,
very
yes,
like,
elegant, very poised with
yes.
herself. And she, it made me think because she was showing me this, I wonder if she was also maybe referencing nails because she used to do acrylic nails, just like
Yes,
yours.
because that's what she always
And
did, like the red family or the pink
yeah,
family.
she would
Yeah.
always, I actually bought, it's actually in my bathroom. It's the color that she used to wear from OPI, and it's called I'm Not Really a Waitress, and it's red. So,
That's what it is. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I go like this. I said, "What do you mean nails?" I said, "What was your favorite color?" And she goes, "Oh, not blue, honey." She goes, "It's red." I was like, "Oh, okay."
did
And
not
then
like
she,
blue. She actually would hate it when we would ask for blue nail polish.
yes. So that's why she's called, she's talking about
I'm
that.
so
And
sorry.
no, it's okay. And she says, "Tell me, what about you? Why? What happened? Where? Oh, oh. Is she upset about what? What do you mean by that? Hang on. She's making me feel um she's trying to talk about, I guess, the end of life. Hang on. Was it just really hard for you to stay in the room with her? Yeah. She says, I'm not upset at all that it was hard for her. She's like
I
coming
wish that
in.
because it was just very hard to see her like that.
I know. I know. And she knows that. She was like already partially out of her body. And she's talking about, don't feel bad about it, honey. Like, not at all. And I said, okay. I said, so she was there. And she goes, yes. And she's talking about how, why, hang on, hold on. You didn't know where she went. She's just all around you. She's talking about you saying, like, I don't know where you are.
I've been asking that question like subconsciously because I've only had one dream of her since she,
Really?
and it was the dream felt so real, and
Because that's it. What was it?
it was just me and her in this like white space, just like this liminal like white space, and I
Mhm.
telling her like, I wish this was a real dream, like I wish you were really here, and she's German, so she had a German accent, and she always scoffed. She's like, ah, like she always would do that, like she'd smack her lips and go, ah,
Um,
like very. She'd do that all the time. She'd go, ah, Jordan, this is real, and she started like laughing, and I remember
mhm.
waking up and feeling like, holy crap, like that felt like it was real, and I've never
Because
had.
it was.
It was. Are
Yeah.
you serious? Wait,
Yeah. That's what they do. So when I talk to them, they're either in a full solid black area or everything is white all the
yes.
way through.
There was like nothing around us. It was just like white
Hmm.
all around. And I
Hmm.
didn't feel scared or anything. I was just like, oh my, I wish this was real. Like, I really miss you. And she was like,
That's real.
she was laughing, kind of laughing playfully and was like, ah, Jordan, this is real.
Yes, yes, but that's it. And so this is the whole thing too. This is how you also know because you remember absolutely everything, and that is as real as here because you have to remember if you think about this right now, even what you did yesterday, even what you did last week is a dream.
It's so crazy to think about. Like, ah, it, it's like everything and like anything and everything is. And it's so fascinating to think about stuff like that and interpret it, actually
Uh-huh.
understand what's happening. Because I've always
Hmm.
I have this feeling that I know she's with me, but at the same time, like my brain is always like I'm very scientific. I'm in school going,
Yeah.
and science is my favorite, so my brain automatically goes, well, is she really around you? Like, is she here? Like, does she see you? Is she overwatching you? Is she like okay?
Yes.
Like, I think that's the most important thing because I just want her to know like how much I miss her.
Well, she knows that. Now you have to remember too, but the study of science and everything is science, but everything is actually nothing is fact. Everything is a theory.
It's very true. So that's why
Hmm.
it was hard for me at first to understand because I'm just like, where is she? Like, is she okay? Like, I'm assuming she's
Uh-huh.
in a heaven somewhere. And then I kept joining her live streams about talking about the different frequencies and the
Ooh.
vibrational like levels, almost, if you will. And so,
Uh-huh.
so it's and you had mentioned earlier, you said that she was in the highest vibration.
Yes.
That's all that I could ask for.
No, she's very light. She's very airy, and like I say during live or video or wherever it is, remember that you are just looking out of your eyes. That's it, right? So when you're studying a science, you're studying what you are viewing and what you're seeing, right?
Mhm.
That's it. That's all that's going on. But so what is behind that? Who is looking out?
Me, I guess, my brain.
You. What is you? No, it's not your brain. It's your consciousness that's using your
Yeah.
spacesuit, right? And then your loved ones are there with you back here, and they can view through your portal, which is your eyes. Essentially, they can view this, so they're always there. So when they're going through, when you're having these experiences, they're feeling everything, they're hearing everything, they're experiencing everything, but they don't have the tools anymore to have this experience here, right? So they're going to manipulate it in a little bit of a different way, which is through you.
Oh, oh goodness.
Okay. Yeah, just a little bit heavy right now. So, but not heavy. It's
Oh,
good. So,
I'm just because I just like I have so many things. I'm just like, okay, I have to make sure the time. I don't want you to go over because I know you're so busy.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, anything. What other questions do you
uh,
have? Anything.
okay, this is a weird question. So she used to call me a nickname, all
Hmm.
and I don't know if she's has told you about it, but
Hmm.
I haven't heard it in so long. So I think if she were to tell me,
If I haven't heard it before ever, they can't bring it out of my head. We may be able to get close. But let's see. Hang on. Hold on. Why? So what it looks like, just because you're learning about it as well, what happens is I'm gonna put up these different subjects in my brain. Like, is it nature? Is it fun? Is it something that I know? Is it this? And they're gonna choose from a section. And then from there, that gets broken down into subsections until I get to what I believe it's like leveled out to. Hold on. Why? What? Doesn't Liebchen means child though, right? That's hold on.
Because
Give me a second.
it was a German.
Oh, it is a German name. Is it? It fucking is.
She used to speak to me and my sister in German growing up. Really tried to really emphasize the German culture from where she came from. But yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you why that showed up. So my grandmother's from Russia, and she would say my Liebchen, which I think that I don't know if that's Polish or if that's something. And so somebody just put that in my brain, which is your grandmother, and so that goes along the lines of saying, "Hey, it's not English, or it's not something normal." And I'm like, all right, that's okay. And hold on, who? I don't know if the translation into English would be something a little bit more weird. But that's the feeling.
It is a very weird name. I don't want to get, it's not vulgar, but the first part.
No. Yeah, it's just interesting.
I can tell you if you want, but
No, hold on. Yeah, she just goes like this. She gives me this, which is weird or different. And hold on, come here. I wonder if it's pompous. One. Hold on. Is it a P or a B?
Sorry.
What is that?
Do you want me to tell you the nickname? I can.
Yeah, what is that?
Pussykatsa, which is pussycat in
German.
And I used to be so embarrassed by it because it was a weird thing. And so that's why I'm like, if it sounds weird, the first word definitely is not.
Yes. Oh my God. She put it in. She goes like this. She goes, pa. And I'm like, what is that? So I'm going to have to say yes. Because I've never heard that before.
Yes, it's not I don't know, it's not frequently used, but she always that and would always sign my cards that I still have with like, "Yo, so happy for you, Pussycat."
Oh my God, how sweet. So yeah, 2 syllables. Absolutely. Oh my God, to narrow that down to a P, to a pa.
Insane. That's actually
yeah.
And
yes. What else?
I don't know if she knows, but so when everything happened, it was very sudden, and I felt like I wanted to have something of her with me at all times. And I don't know if she knows this, but I took a couple things from we have a family cabin that we go to for the holidays, and I took something, not of extreme value, but stuff to just keep with me, just to have. I don't know if she knows that I did that with good intentions, like.
Well, she knows. Now I'm trying to figure out what it is. Hold on. So I'm kind of just like allowing. Interesting. I think it's something that would go on the table. I mean, like it would sit up on a. Hold on. Where is this at? What do you mean? Elk. Okay, hold on. Do you know if one of the things. Hold on. Did you take one thing from the bedroom and one thing from the living room?
So it's 2 things. They're very small.
Yes. Yeah.
One of them, well, both of them actually were from her
bedroom. Okay, she's making me hear. And then she's showing me bed. And then I go, okay, so this is in the bedroom. And then she has you walking out to like what would be the living room. And hold on, give me a second. Maybe one of them was something, it's not a normal everyday thing. I'm going to even say that maybe it was like handcrafted or like, hang on, what does this mean? Hold on. Was it like a figurine of some sort?
Um, I'm trying to remember because I did grab a few things and it was kind of long ago, and I'm like, my brain is like,
No, no, you're okay. You're
so
okay.
she did knit. She used to knit a lot. She wouldn't make dolls necessarily, but I mean right now I have the blanket that she knitted me. That
That's your blanket.
yeah.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
and the other stuff was her makeup that she last used. I took it. Um and nobody knows, like my mom, nobody knows that I have it because it was like one of the last things in the bedroom before they cleared everything out. And I was like,
When it's inside the case, like it's just
yeah,
inside the case. Okay.
like, like, yeah. And I had
Hold on. Okay. So she made me grab this, and this is Mac.
that is literally what this is. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I only wear it, I'm wearing it today because I don't want to, I only wear it on certain occasions. Oh my God. I'm trying not to freak out. Oh my God. I didn't even notice it was back. Oh my
Okay.
God.
There you go. Yeah, she knows. Obviously. Wow, that's weird. I don't even have this. I put this over here. I don't ever have this with me because I don't like to use, I have a different setting powder. And this was in the bottom of my suitcase and I grabbed it out and I forgot to go and put it back over here in my makeup bag and I put it right here.
Oh my
And
God. Crazy. Oh my
uh-huh.
God.
So yeah, she knows.
Okay. Because I feel like I
Okay.
have a lot of her things, like clothing, to like save or
Mm-mm.
keep hold of everything that I can from her just because
Yeah.
I just want her to know that like I love her so much and I miss her and our whole
Yeah.
family.
Oh, she knows. They, honey, they're there with you. They don't ever leave your side. And so every time you get sad, every time you miss them, they try to raise your vibration and make you happy again. She tries to like be there all the time. And she's just talking about how, hold on. She's essentially saying like you don't have to be so cautious. And not cautious is not, a bad thing. It's a good thing. But she's saying like don't be so afraid of the world or don't be so nervous of the world.
Wow. I,
And she says
that's,
like,
that's pretty wow. Uh that makes a lot of sense because I've been struggling just with social anxiety and stuff like that. And it's
oh,
limited me, I would say a lot, especially since everything happened. Ah,
yeah,
so that
yeah.
means a lot for her to say that because I would only able to do things if she's like, "Come on, you're coming with me." Like, "Come on, like, come on over. We're doing this." So she always would drag me out to do stuff. And recently, obviously, I haven't been getting out as often as I should be. So I don't want
Yeah.
to miss that note for sure.
Well, I need you to not be afraid of the world. And so she says, come on, get out there. And she puts you in a red dress and she has you go, ta-da. And I'm like, all right. So she wants you to be more forthcoming and going and doing that. I said, I will let her know. And she, what? Tell me, what about her? Hang on. Oh. So you ended up, what? You talk yourself out of a lot of stuff. Did you not finish your bachelor's? Did you not finish your bachelor's?
I took a break after everything happened, and I'm actually graduating in like 12 days.
And she goes like this. She goes, go. She says something bachelor's. She goes, keep going, keep going. And she says, proud of you. And she says, and go for your master's. And I go, oh,
That's what I'm doing afterwards.
good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
So
need to
please do
hire a
that.
supporter with
Mhm.
school, and I I obviously kind of did poorly last when I was still because I was still in school when she got sick, and I got so unmotivated, and I was like, I want to be there with her, like take care of her as much as I
Yeah.
can. And
Yeah.
then finally, I am literally like finishing up my classes like within the next 2 weeks. So
God, congratulations. Let me tell you that she knows and she's going to be with you and she's going to see you all the way through the next thing. Also, very random question. Are y'all planning on having pizza soon?
um no, but we probably were gonna get that. We eat pizza regularly. So
You do.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's very rare. Sorry, she just made me taste pepperoni.
Oh my gosh, I actually ate pizza rolls last night that were pepper. I don't know if that has any correlation.
Nope, that is a correlation. That's absolutely a correlation. And since I haven't had one of those since I was like 11. It's been a long time.
No.
That's where, she made me taste the sauce. She made me taste the way the pepperoni flavor is. And then she's just like, oh, I'm with you. I'm with you all the time. She says pizza. And I go, oh, okay. So she was with you while you were eating last night.
Oh my gosh. I love that because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I have any questions to ask Amy. I was like freaking out last night. I was like, what do I do? I was like, what's
Yes.
happening? Trying to like grab
Yes.
and
No, just breathe. And then what about, hang on, let me ask what? Tell me who? Oh, Scandinavian, random. Hang on. Give me a second. What do you mean? Hold on. I, you want to go and like see Germany, like where she came from and stuff like that?
yes.
She
Yes.
says right now is not a good time. Don't go right now. She says give it a couple years. It will be fine. Then you need to go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Because I was looking at master's programs in Germany
Hmm.
and I was
Huh.
talking with my German family who she used to talk to like every day on the phone.
Yeah.
And they're trying to help me and my partner like see if we can move over there on like a student visa. Um, we literally have been doing that
Ah.
for like the last couple weeks.
I'm gonna say wait.
Okay.
I'm going to say wait, just because there's a reason for that. She just literally showed me. She said, you going, taking pictures, going over there. She wants to go there. She wants to see it. Tell her right now is not a good time. Don't. If you can just wait, give it like 2 years and it will be okay. It just feels like if you go there, it would be fine. But I think maybe with what's going on with the state of the world, you may end up getting stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. And I can absolutely agree because like fine, I'm sure she's probably talking about finances or something like that because
Mm-hmm.
I am not working. I've been out of work because I've been focusing so much on my school to like just get it done in a
Mm-hmm.
way. So that would make a lot of sense. Oma, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's what that is. And then what? Tell me. Hang on. Oh, where? Where? Hold on. What do you mean by that? What happened? Do you have a cat right now?
Yes, I have two.
Oh, oh my God. Yeah, she goes like this. She says, oh, and she has a cute little kitty.
I
And
just we just got him. Like he's only 7 months old. Like that.
yes,
I'm so happy that she knows him.
yes, yes.
He's
Yeah, she
my
says that like she made you find him, and you took him from somebody else.
he was at a rescue from a woman who like runs a rescue and
Yeah.
like he was in like a little like animal cage and I went
Mm-hmm.
down to look at him and he stuck his paw out at me like wanting to like touch me. So of course after that point when I held him for the first time he grabbed his paws on my face like this and like would not let go of my face at all and he still does that to this day. He's very lovey. He's the luckiest cat I've ever had and he's like a little spicy orange kitten like oh
See, that makes sense. So I'm going to say that she's the one that made you find him.
what?
Okay. So, yeah. So it is all good. So I want, oh, who's Jim? Hang on. Give me a second. Hold on. Yeah. Do you know Jim?
Jim is my grandpa's like I think he's my grandpa is like a mentor to Jim through like an AA program, like a sponsor. And Jim
Really?
constantly they turn into friends afterwards and everything. And Jim like constantly comes over to if Papa needs help with anything, like he'll ask Jim, "Hey, I'll give you some money if you come help me paint this or something like that." Something similar, I think, like that.
Ooh.
They
But Jim is not married though right now, right?
oh, I honestly don't know. I think he is. Wait,
Okay. I'm just only asking. Look, she's
Jim.
Yeah. So I bet she's talking about that. I bet she's talking about him.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
my Oma knew him of Jim because my grandpa would always spend time with him, especially
Mhm.
Oma was still healthy and everything. They would spend time
Mhm.
together.
Uh-huh. So she's just trying. It just said during. It said during health. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So your Oma is definitely here. So this is what I want you to do. I am gonna have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're going to kick my butt. I know, but we're gonna see each other again. Okay, it's okay. And then we'll be together all the time. But I want you to know that she's around, right? And she's not gone, and she's a wonderful, beautiful, fabulous, spicy spirit. Okay. And you have a lot of things that are going to come up, which is good. And you have a lot of beautiful things that are going to happen. And so I want you to know that she's there for you the entire time. And so stop feeling lonely. She's right there.
Thank you so much for that.
You're
I don't even know how to
welcome.
express how thankful I am for you just taking the time to
Oh,
talk to me today.
oh, I get it. I get. Do you have any questions? Anything before I
Uh,
go for right now? Anything?
um, did I don't know if it would. I mean,
What?
I'm very close with my baby sister, my younger sister, and we look at her
Yeah.
as like our mom basically. So I don't know if it's weird to ask, like, is she also with my sister too? Because my sister is actually by you guys down there in Southern California, by the beach.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. I can tell you she would be absolutely because she's a part of the family and they can be in two places at once as well. Hold on. Tell me. Hold on. Mm, interesting. But she's not married, so she's just dating somebody right now.
oh, well, yeah,
Wow.
yes, but it's
She
strange.
go
It's very,
hush. Okay. So I don't know. I think it's good, but I don't think it's the one at
I
all.
I agree with that statement. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She goes like this. She says, oh, she goes, she's fine. She's dating somebody, but she's gonna have a lot of heartbreak later on when it comes to that one. And I go, oh, okay. And she says, like, of course I'm with her. Of course I see her. I go, okay, I got you. So that's kind of like a little verification for that.
Okay, just that means so much just because I always just want her to know that we think about her, we love her,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
I hope she's okay because she always was very dancey. She would dance a lot. Like when she was,
That's the dance.
yeah, she would always be dancing. She like stood on a table at a restaurant one time and had like an ice cream scooper singing songs. Like she was very, very outgoing.
Well,
So,
she still is outgoing. She came and she put her birthday in my head in the very beginning, talking about Leo. So I want you to know that you may end up getting more information from me before you have your next session, right? Because you're going to be on my lives, you're going to see all this stuff. And
yeah,
because I have felt her before, this means she has precedence in my brain over everybody else because I now know what she feels like. Okay.
good.
So if you get a random email from me, that's what's going on.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll definitely be sure, oh gosh, thank you so much, Amy. Seriously, I know
You're
you
welcome.
time, but seriously, I can never thank you enough for you sharing your gift with me and everybody who seeks your services. So,
I love you, Jordan. And if
oh,
you need me, let me know.
thank you
Okay.
so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
You
And
too, baby. I
I'm
love
sorry
you.
to your husband and his family. 'Cause I know how that is with everything. So sending
Oh,
lots of love your way.
I love you. He'll be fine. We got it. Don't
Okay,
worry about it.
you
All
too.
right. I
Okay,
love you,
bye,
baby.
Amy. Love
Bye,
you.
sugar.